Alright guys, what it do is your boy X here back at you with another video. And I got one question. What's one issue that pretty much like 80% or more of the world is having issues with right now? Give up? 80% of the world is going through one issue, and that issue is money. Everybody has a money issue right now. Due to the T virus running around, people getting laid off. Nobody's working. Nobody's making that much money due to everybody being off. Everybody's spending, trying to stock up on supplies, the essentials. And due to that, everybody's having money issues. Alright, so with these money issues, the best way to help with money issues is to learn how to properly budget your money. There are many ways you can do it. There are apps. Me personally, I do use personal capital. I use personal capital, and without a doubt, no matter how much I use personal capital, it's a great platform. I will most definitely recommend it to whoever's looking for a way to help them budget their money. But in a sense, I like to stick also with the old reliable. Believe it or not, I write down my monthly finances and expenses every paycheck. I mean, just so I can know what's coming in, what's going out, what's left, how much I spent on groceries, how much I spent on this. Like I said, it's a lot of ways you do it. I do use personal capital, but I do stick to old reliable because it's most definitely old and reliable. But like I said, there's many ways you can go about doing that, but budgeting your money is a surefire way to make sure your money lasts longer. And believe it or not, a large majority of people don't budget their money. They start to, and they just don't stick to it because something comes up. And a lot of people don't have the actual restraint to hold out. And it's a skill that must be learned if you want to like actually progress in life and have to see your money grow, just to see it really thrive. Being able to just say no, or I can go without. I've reading on multiple websites, multiple articles, multiple posts that I think like 60% of the people who actually budget their money never actually stick to it. They go in with the intent to do it, but then it just one thing or another comes up and they just go right out the window. Like, oh well, like I was all for it, then this altercation came up, so I'm just like, yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. And granted, sometimes you most definitely have to do what you have to do, but in some cases, you could have put away or thought of this in advance to help you, where you won't have to ease into your savings or break your budget or anything of this nature. And I most definitely, like I said, I know I write mine down paycheck. I get paid every 2 weeks, so I'm doing it at least 2 times a month. I make sure I check my bank account every morning. I check it probably roughly 20 times a day. Like I know it's not changing, but I mean, I just go look just in case, like, well, what's happening, right? But alright, so pretty much everybody think budgeting is just about writing down how much you spent, how much you spent on this said thing, how much you spent towards that said thing. Give yourself a set amount so you won't go over. Granted, that may be true, but what budgeting really does for you, it lets you actually see what you're spending. what you're spending it on, and that is a actual like the game changer. It's an eye-opening thing because you ask them, hey man, how much you spend on food a week? They'll say, I don't know, probably about $150. Yeah, okay. Now, if you actually took the time out and did you a budget where you say, okay, this week or no, this pay period or this month, however you choose to set yours up, of course, I'm only going to spend $100, right? Now, if you're only going to spend $100, that's your goal, to not go above that. And of course, like I said, sometimes things happen. You get thrown into a situation, something comes up, you may end up spending, not saying just no money on more food in this scenario, but I'm just saying spending money on something that far, a flat tire or just any random life event. Okay, and with that being said, just because that event happened, it leads you to end up spending more money, and with that, technically, you're not going to spend over your food amount, but if you set aside a set amount of money for it, you would eventually go over because you had other expenses otherwise that you didn't accumulate for. Actually budgeting your money, seeing how much all your bills are, how much you bring in, it will actually allow you to see specifically how much you need to cut back. And that's the biggest thing. You can set yourself a limit, of course, but setting yourself a limit for instance, you say this month you set yourself a limit. I'm only going to spend $100. After setting yourself a limit, say you were able to achieve that. All right, so your next month, instead of give myself $100 again. Instead of you doing that, scale it back. By scaling it back, okay, this time I'm trying to go for 80. So therefore, you're budgeting yourself to see how much you can actually budget. To be efficient with it. You just can't say every month I'm gonna give myself $100 to eat. That would be good if you were living decent. You had your car paid off, your house paid off. Like say you were retired. If you were retired, that would be the overall goal. I want to spend X month this month for food. But when you're in the actual grinding stage, when you're in a part where you're trying to get to that point, if you set out 100 the first month, the following month, me personally, I will try to scale back. I know it's hard to do, but I do it just to see where you can cut ends. And that's why I feel like budgeting really makes a difference. Just by budgeting your money, you see how much you spend on this, you see how much you spend on that, you see how much you spend on that, and it allows you to see where you can actually dial back your money to actually save as much as possible. Because me personally, my whole thing is I want to save majority of my personal money as much as I can, so I can have adventures to do things outside of those bills, like my Robinhood, paying off X debt, saving the money to get this Tesla, buying a second property. These are things that I want to do, and to get to these stages, I have to cut back in some areas. I may not be able to go out as much as I want or whatever, but I have to cut back to get these things, because these are the things that will bring me personal happiness, in life. And in order for me to get those, I do budget my money. But each month when I budget my money, I scale it back to the point where I'm pushing the envelope. This is about as far as I can go. I have to find, let's see where I can scale back somewhere else so I can save even more money at another situation. All right, so there's a lot to budgeting than just budgeting. Just by creating an effective budget, it will most definitely help you save. And just by saving, that'll help you reach those goals that that you're trying to set out to do every year. It will help you relieve stress, because hey, if I followed my budget to the T, I most definitely could pay this, that, and have this left over, and you won't have to worry about overspending No, maybe I don't have enough. No, you won't have to do the classic thing. You pull up to the store, get you a bag of chips and a drink. As you wait in line, you open up your mobile bank out to make sure you got it. I mean, having to not worry about money in the sense that, maybe I won't have enough, maybe I spent too much, maybe all these things. Just budgeting can destroy all of those and give you a peace of mind. Having a peace of mind is a very powerful thing, and budgeting can give you that. A lot of people, like I said, they always try to do a budget, but they don't actually do a budget. Like, if they took the time out to actually write that budget down or put that information into an app or something, just by writing it down or putting it out, you're putting yourself in a mindset where you're like, okay, this is it. This is what I gotta do. Instead of just saying, yeah, I'm gonna budget myself. No, I get paid this Friday. I'm gonna try to I ain't gonna spend all that money on food. I'm gonna give me some groceries and cook at the house just because you said it out loud, and then 2-3 days later you end up forgetting, and here you go just spending money away. When you actually take the time out to write those budget down and follow the budget to the T, it allows you to really see it, and it's a very big difference. Like, just challenge yourself to write the budget down or download your app. Like I said, Personal Capital is a very good one. Just download the app, get it started, set your budget, and go. And actually try to keep up with your money. Like, know what your money is and how much you have. With most definitely, I mean, I cannot stress enough how important it is, and how much peace of mind it is, and how effective it is just to know how much money you got, where it's going, and what you have left. And setting up a plan in action by just writing it down or putting it to your app that every month, every paycheck, I'll be left with this. And with this, over the course of time, I should be able to do this. And when I do this, after that, then I can do that. And then it's steps to it, and of course it's going to be time soon, but once you knock those steps out, when you look back, the time will like it flew by, and you'll be like, I accumulated all of this by doing this, and then this, and then this, and then this, all because you created that budget. So just give it a try, create your budget, try to do it, stick to it, and just see where you come out. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my page. Most definitely give me the sub. Please give your boy a like. From what I've heard, it really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. So please give me a like. Most definitely give me a sub. And your boy out.